First off, I think we'd all recognise how difficult trading has been for most businesses throughout the pandemic. What we're hearing from a real estate and housing point of view is that times have been tough, but our clients are getting through it. At Lloyds Banking Group, we've been able to support over £12 billion worth of lending through government-assisted schemes to help our clients to get back on their feet, to survive the pandemic and to maintain their businesses for the future. Within real estate and housing, that's meant that we've helped nearly 250 clients in either accessing schemes or receiving things like payment holidays and waivers from our business to make sure that they are ready to reopen and to rebuild. We survey our clients on a regular basis to find out what's happening and what they're thinking, and we're seeing some really positive signs. So 46% of us are saying that whilst income is still reduced, it is improving. And actually, a quarter of our clients are telling us that their income is already back to normal. Nearly 3/4 of clients have said that over the last 12 months, their business has been on a steady increase trajectory and that they feel comfortable and confident that going forwards, that their business will be able to continue and to survive in the post-pandemic world. That's really positive news and a reason to be optimistic. Within real estate and housing, we are seeing pockets of activity that are particularly robust, with house builders being a really good example. They've been helped and buoyed by the government stamp duty holiday, and actually their figures have been really great. And that's fantastic because it's getting more families into homes around the UK. I think we're all still shocked and saddened by the impacts of the pandemic, both in the UK and around the world. But we're also now at a point where we can start to unpick the economic and longer term impacts and start to understand what we're going to need to do as we rebuild. We're seeing an acceleration of existing changes that we were already seeing before the pandemic. And it's likely that we'll need to reshape how we live, how we work, and how we gather in the future. Our cities and town centres are unlikely to be the same, and they will need to change. In some ways, that creates challenges, and in other ways, it creates opportunities. We have an opportunity to build back greener, and we know that our investors are more and more keen to see buildings that are sustainable, both today and into the future. If the UK is to achieve carbon neutral by 2050, we know that 80% of the building stock already exists. And therefore, there's a huge challenge and opportunity for us to retrofit, to refurbish, and to up-level those buildings to help us meet those zero emissions targets. There are some positive shoots coming from the government, and I think the March budget has been a great example of that. So welcomed help for first-time buyers, an extension of the stamp duty holiday, which is helping people to move and to get onto the ladder and really driving activity in the market, as well as also an extension of business rates relief. And that's really welcome and really positive for everybody in the UK. I think what's less clear is what will the longer term economic policy that's required be to help us to rebuild and rebalance those public finances. So whilst we still have that uncertainty in the longer term, our commitment is to continue to work with our customers, with our clients, to make sure that we're standing side by side as we face into those challenges together. One of our key focuses is how we support Britain's recovery through regional levelling up, and also the green agenda and thinking more about sustainability. This year alone, we've used our Green Buildings tool to upload over 200,000 homes of our social housing clients to help them to understand how they could green their portfolio and make it more sustainable, both for the environment, for their organisations, but also for their tenants. We also want to expand our green lending proposition to make sure that as many of our clients as possible are incentivised to invest and green their buildings for the future. If we're going to address and change the way and help to support the way that people live, we have to work on these things and we have to make them better. Some of the jobs that existed pre-pandemic won't exist going forwards. And that's difficult, but will be okay because there will be new opportunities and new skills that will be created to support a greener economy. Real estate and housing has a key role to play in this. Our investors are already telling us on an increasing basis that they want to invest in assets that are sustainable and green in the longer term. We want to play our part in that journey, and as a result, we've joined the Green Buildings Council to ensure that we have a seat around the table and we can help to shape the policy and decisions that will take us forwards.